And it's not quite raining cats and dogs, but it's hard to believe that summer is just around the corner. And for parents, that means keeping the kids active. That's why we're talking about summer camps today and how to choose the right one for you and your family. Joining me is Mark Thompson, Executive Director of the Rancho Family YMCA. Good morning.
Good morning.
Thank you so much for being here this morning.
Oh, I appreciate it. Thank you.
And, you know, if you ask a kid what they're looking for in a summer camp, obviously they're like, is there swimming? Is there boating? Is there, you know, all those fun activities? But today, we're talking about what parents need to know.
Definitely. And camp can be fun, and it should be fun for kids. But the reason actually that they come back is because there's more than fun that happens at camp. And it's the same thing actually the parents are looking for. The kids just don't know it. And
you were saying this is the right time. It's not too late to sign up for camps for parents?
Yeah, especially for your day camp programs. There'll be day camp programs all across San Diego. I'm from the Y, and we have about 14 sites. But there's also all kinds of great programs out there, nonprofit and for-profit.
And I know, let's get to this list that you did send us ahead of time, the pointers that parents need to look out for. The first one here, is it ACA accredited? Now, talk about what that is if people don't know.
Well, sure. ACA is a national certifying agency, and basically you go through a really rigorous inspection by volunteers that are in the camp industry. I did that probably for 10 years, and it's not easy. And basically they look at all aspects of your operation, facility, safety, your hiring practices, what your program is trying to accomplish besides just the fun aspect. And once you put that sign up that says you're ACA accredited, it gives parents an understanding, and it gives other organizations the knowledge that you have had someone come in and look at your programs from the outside of your organization.
Okay.
It's a rigorous process.
Yeah, I can imagine, but I mean, it's a good one for parents to look into.
It's really kind of like the gold seal for camping, yes.
There you go. Also, is there a year-round professional position dedicated to the program development, staff hiring, and development oversight year-round? Now, people would think that usually camps just operate in the summer, but you're saying look for someone that's there all year round. How come?
It's really important to be able to stay current with what's going on in the camp industry, and there are a lot of rules and regulations around camp, and you really need someone full-time. For example, every one of our Y camps, there is a professional director dedicated just for developing the program for those 12 weeks. And there are a lot of programs out there that do have that, and it is important. Your program quality, your evaluation, your communication with parents. It's a big decision when you leave your kids with somebody else,
Absolutely.
Especially for the whole day. And then you get into the whole realm of overnight camp, and you really want to make sure that there's a professional that has experience in the camping industry.
Let's talk about this ratio of staff to camper. I mean, what should parents ask about that? What is the ratio? What should it be?
If you go on the ACA website, it kind of tells you by age. So there's a number of ratios. Obviously, the younger the kids are, the lower the ratio is. Like a 1-to-6 ratio for the little guys is important. And then as you get older with your teens, you can go up to about a 1-to-10. But after that, not only from a safety perspective, but just our quality of program, you really want people to be engaging and really bonding and creating these cool relationships with the kids. So they're kind of seeing these role models, and they're not just having a fun experience, but they're growing and learning at the same time.
And I'm going to skip ahead here just to number 6 here. Are the programs age appropriate? How do parents find out, I mean, ahead of time, what programs are available and if they're appropriate for their child's age?
From an age perspective, you really look at the activities. And then you just ask some questions. You know, if you see, you know, I mean, obviously we wouldn't do bungee jumping or something like that at a camp, but if you're doing some really high energy or not necessarily high risk, but extreme sport type program, is it geared towards that age? You know, a teen and someone that has a lot of experience, let's say in skateboarding, can be on, you know, something that's a little more extreme. Well, the little guys are and girls are starting on the ground, and it's just and that's why looking at the facility is also really important. So you get an idea of, oh, this is where my kids will be, this is where the older kids will be. Is there separation? All of those types of things are important.
All very good tips for a time, especially the first time people drop their kids off, I'm sure. It's very nerve-wracking.
It can be, and then once parents are familiar with the camp programs, then what they find is, okay, I know the place, I know the director, I feel really good about leaving my kids here because they had a great experience last time.
All right, wonderful, great tips. Thank you so much, Mark Thompson from the YMCA. And a royal visit creates Harry mania at the Capitol. Coming up, what the prince